Mhm. Hello guys, I would like to introduce the symbolism for you. I know many persons think this is just useless knowledge, and they think it's rubbish to talk about these things, especially nowadays when people doesn't have time to think of such a things like this. And basically, this is not my thought. This is the thought of 33-degree Freemason, and I'm agree with him. I also don't have much time for these things, but I like this world. I like symbolism. I found it interesting, and I speak about it a little bit, so maybe you're gonna like also. I'm just an author, so there is a big chance that I'm doing mistakes, but I think my mistakes will be forgivable because symbolism is a type of art. I don't think that anyone can have a problem if someone explain art in the way how the person understand it. So let's begin. What is the purpose of symbols? The purpose of the symbols is that people can express their ideology or their thoughts, their faith, and similar things like this. In a simple way. Maybe you heard that one picture can tell you sometimes more than 1,000 words. Symbolism is a tool of communication, but also can be used in occult things. Symbols has different levels. The basic level is the symbols what we use to communicate with each other. That can be our voices, hand signals, or letters. Every human and animal has his own way of communication, has his own symbol system. These symbols called the communicative symbols. These communicative symbols are the foundation of social life. The next level of the symbols are those ones which represent different kind of faith or ideology or thoughts and similar things like this. One of these symbols are the flowers. Flower is a feminine symbol. It's symbolizing a woman which we love. Example in France, lover symbolizing his love with the tulip. In Turkey, the tulip was also the symbol of love. I don't know nowadays if still the symbol of the love or not. Another way to use flower as a symbol, the other purpose is to keep away evil spirits. That's the reason why people in the past painted on the plate flowers and the fireplace and also in the pillowcases, not only because of decorational reason. In the 17th century in the Netherlands, on the paintings, flower with a falling flower petal became the symbol of the transience and the beauty are inseparable. Duck is also an interesting symbol. Water is the symbol of the beginning of the creation, and the bird symbolizing a lot of times the spirit. That is the reason why the duck appear in many creation stories. Duck is the helper of the creator. So the duck diving under the water and bring up the soil to the creator. And the creator can create the earth. In Russian legend, example, the white and the black duck symbolizing God and Satan. Example, in the Kalevala, from a duck egg born the universe. In some shamanic culture, the duck symbolizing the spirit of the shaman, because for the duck, the water, I mean swimming on the water, is natural. Diving under the water is also natural, and flying above the water is also natural. So this symbolizing the spirit of the shaman, who can live in our world, totally familiar with everything, and he is absolutely comfortable in the upper world and also the underworld. In China, example, the duck couple symbolizing the dualism of our world, the feminine and masculine dualism, and this cannot be separated. The ducks symbolizing the loyalty in the marriage and also the happiness of the family. There are more information about ducks, but I don't want to go so deep inside. Let's see another interesting symbol. Example is the handshake. Nowadays the handshake is the symbol of the greetings, but how handshake became the symbol of greetings? Before, in the past, the people, when they want to show that they don't have weapon in their hands and they don't want to harm you, they raised their hands. So you was able to see clearly that he don't have a weapon. But in the Middle Ages, the people became so untrusty to each other that they even give to each other their hands to check if they really don't have maybe a small nail or small something in their hand, or a poison, example, to not harm each other. So that's the story and the symbol of meaning of the handshake. The Freemasons basically went further with the handshakes because they give additional meanings, symbolical meanings for different type of handshakes. Another symbol is the cross. The cross symbolizing the expanding power in 4 directions across the globe. To make a stronger meaning for this symbol, later the ends of the cross were bended. So that's the time when the swastika born in Mesopotamia, China and India. The 5-pointed star is also a symbol. Basically, it's a very important symbol in Freemasonry, and it represents the human. And as human always standing on his feet, the 5-pointing star also always standing on his feet. I mean, on the 2-point. The oldest symbols are the cave drawings. The purpose of the cave drawings were not decorative function, had no decorative function, because in the dark it was difficult to see and to enjoy it. It had an absolute different purpose. The cavemans draw these drawings because this was symbolical meaning. They painted the hunt because they believed if they already hunt the animal in a symbolic draw, then they can raise the chance of the success of the hunt. So they give some kind of a magical meaning for these drawings. Later on, as we go further in time, you can see that the drawings became more simpler and undetailed. That's the proof that humanity can think in an abstract way. Humanity can symbolizing different kind of things in a very simple way, in the way how animals cannot symbolizing things, because animals don't do symbols, only for communication. Okay, for what else can we use symbols? Example, we can create a crest or crest, I don't know how does it say correctly in English. The motivums on the crest has a symbolical meaning. Example, if you see an animal or a man who wearing a chain, that means that they are loyal for something, they are faithful. And this can has an opposite meaning also. Example in the English crest, where the lion symbolizing England and the unicorn wearing a chain symbolizing Scotland, which were occupied by England. Example in Freemasonry, chain representing the strong united brotherhood. Another example, if you see a crest, there is a red ground example and a bear standing on it. That means that the person has a restless military personality. Red color symbolizing the blood and the war, and the bear symbolizing the power and the wildness, and also in some cases the protection. There is a other level of symbols, but unfortunately I didn't find the correct word. In a translator I found the following words: allegory, emblem, symbol, icon, type, device, badge. I think these are not the correct words for the next level of symbols. In Hungarian we have the language, the words, but not in English. So I would like to call it just a higher level of symbol. These type of symbols contain something positive, example a positive ideology, or these type of symbols represent, example, a country. This can be a flag. I'm pretty sure that all of you know flags, so I don't have to explain these things for you. So the flag is a higher level of symbol. Basically we can say that for all higher level of symbols, people can stand up and even go to war. The interesting thing in this higher level of symbols that people also can become a higher level of symbol. Example, if a person fighting for a positive ideology, he can become a higher level of symbol. Here is a good example nowadays. Greta Thunberg. I think all of you heard her name. This moment she is an icon because she is standing up for something positive, and if she doing very well her job, what she doing now, she can become a higher level of symbol. Icon is that type of symbol which used to be illustrate people, mostly saint people, but also people who are doing good positive things. Mostly you can find these icons in these type of symbols in the churches. I think this one of the main difference between animals and humans, that humans can make higher level of symbols with abstract thinking, when animals cannot do that. So as I said, in the past the cavemen used the drawings to raise the chance for the success of the hunting. So this was some kind of magic in their belief or in their ideology. And now I would like to give you a task. Please think, nowadays, is anybody using this type of primitive magic? What do you think? And if your answer is yes, then why? Whose are these people? Are they some kind of primitive tribe in the rainforest or the desert? Or they are maybe Satanists? Or these people are basically just bored people who have a lot of free time and don't know what to do? So think, tell me your opinion, and we will see each other in the second part. Bye bye.